high school can be a complete and total nightmare. So we're gonna give you some tips to survive.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning!
Advice. We've all got it, and yet we all need it. Think about that.
Wow.
Because there's not a matchup. Some of you are going into high school, so you need advice about that, but you've got advice for like middle school.
That's deep, man.
Now
That's so deep.
I was in high school before, and so I'm gleaning from that experience to give advice to you people, and Rhett's gonna do the same thing.
Yes.
All you gotta do is ask on Facebook.
And why are we answering? Because you asked, specifically Liz Danley asked, what are some tips to surviving high school?
Okay, Liz, I got your back on this. You wanna survive the high school. That's valid. That's a valid concern. It's not a guarantee that you're gonna do that because it's crazy, it's treacherous. All right, listen. First of all, make friends with all types of people.
Oh yeah, buddy.
But especially the weird kid. Because here's the secret knowledge, okay? The weird kid today is the cool kid in the future.
The Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay, yeah. And also make friends with the tall girl in the band named Andrea.
Ooh.
Because years later, she's really smart, and yeah, she's gonna get a law degree, but then she's gonna end up moving to LA and becoming an actress and a model, and she's gonna be in that Trace Adkins country music video as like the star chick.
This really happened.
If she was your friend, then you could have like been on set of that music video.
You sound better.
And that would have been so awesome.
You sound like you want to go back in a time machine and make things
Be friends
right.
with Andrea.
Okay.
It's not too late, Andrea. We can still be friends.
You probably shouldn't be talking like that.
I just want to hang out with Trace
really?
Atkins
Oh, you want to hang out?
on like the set of his
I
next
could do a
music
Trace
video.
Atkins impersonation and we could just hang out together.
Another tip, make friends also with your teachers.
Oh yeah,
okay?
this is good. But
Not too good of friends,
You
yeah.
gotta hold back now. No texting. Get in trouble for that.
But
I'm just talking about get to know your teachers, because listen, this is what all teachers know but aren't willing to say. If they like you, they will give you a better grade. They will.
It is true. I would also say do lots of stuff, extracurrics, do all of those things. I was in Math Olympiad.
You won a medal. You had a T-shirt.
I was in Science Olympiad.
You were an Olympian in high school. He was already an Olympian.
Anything with Olympiad in it,
I played.
you should totally do that.
I played actual sports. He played brain sports.
Because you could be like, yeah, I was an Olympian in
You know what?
science.
You're probably better for it. I mean, when was the last time I touched a basketball? You used your brain today already, at least 3 or 4 times.
Right, I am still an Olympian.
You are still an Olympian all the time.
Don't try to be popular, okay? Because what happens if you're the popular person, you show up with a booger, everybody's gonna see it. But if you're not popular, nobody's gonna see that.
Under the radar.
That's
You want
so
to be under the
perfect.
booger radar.
Yeah, and finally, don't rollerblade to school.
We don't need to explain that one.
Next question, Valeroy I should have read that beforehand. Best excuse to not hand over the homework.
Okay, you can use these verbatim and they will all be very effective. Excuses for not handing over your homework.
Go.
I left it at home. Isn't that why they call it homework?
That's a good one.
When you were giving the assignment, I went momentarily deaf and blind, and I didn't say anything because I also lost the ability to speak.
Sad but powerful.
I'm trying to make the most out of my adolescence, and sitting inside doing your assignment isn't at the top of my list.
Ooh, honest.
A micro black hole opened up right next to my desk and sucked my homework into another dimension.
Wow, sci-fi.
And I already gave it to you. You just forgot.
Oh, especially if it's like an older teacher, you're like playing into their insecurity.
They're like, well, you must be right.
Am I-
A+.
Am I losing it? All right, guys, it's time for another VacayGoneCrayCray reenactment. This is the final one.
Woohoo!
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. My boyfriend loved a jet ski, so we decided to take a jet ski tour.
Now, I know you love to jet ski, and that's why we're doing this, but when we get back, you're taking me shopping to get a new purse.
The tour guide first took us where we could really open up the jet ski.
You know what I bet? I bet y'all want to open these puppies up. You want to see what these babies got. Well, listen, safety first.
After being impressed with our jet ski capabilities, the tour guide decided to take us to a place off the tour that tourists don't get to see.
Yeah, I can see this ain't y'all's first time on a water horse. Listen, I know y'all are tourists, but I'm gonna take y'all on a tour that I would never take a tourist on.
No extra charge?
Yeah, I just said that.
No, you didn't.
But I thought it.
It was a marshy, swamp-like area. Well, of course the tide changed the water level and we got stuck.
What's going on?
This is the part of the tour where we dismount our steeds and walk. Mix it up! Woo!
My boyfriend hopped off the jet ski to help the tour guide, only to land on an oyster bed and slice a 2-inch gash down his foot.
You might want to apply some pressure to that.
No, you should just dip it in the marsh mud.
Oh. You single?
No, this is my boyfriend right here.
Oh, cool.
We decided to try to walk through the swamp barefoot. We trudged for what seemed like miles through unstable marshland.
Y'all, this is the longest, most specialist tour I ever taken anybody on. Y'all some lucky man pajamas.
We were finally discovered by a rescuer who was out looking for someone else.
I'm on a search and rescue mission for a family of fair-skinned redheads, stranded without sunscreen in a busted-up sailboat. Are y'all them?
No, but we could use some help.
Close enough.
All right, this is the part of the tour where we get into this dude's canoe.
What a day.
I highly recommend getting yourself a 2-dimensional jet ski for hours of fun.
All right, guys, that was the last reenactment, but you still have time to submit your crazy vacation story to us at VacayGoneCrayCray.com. You'll be automatically entered for a chance to win a vacation redo up to $10,000, courtesy of Choice Hotels.
You know what day it is? It's Thursday.
Thursday.
And Thursday means mail.
There you go, Joe. All right, we got this. I'm gonna prop this up here.
Hey, baby, you want to be in my music video?
We're gonna have
I
kind
know
of
you've been a lawyer, but
a reveal for this.
you got red hair, and I like
Hello, Rhett and Link. We're mythical beasts from Singapore, the land of Vindi liquid mashed potatoes and gravy tubes.
that. I'm a fan of both.
And we absolutely love watching Good Mythical Morning every weekday. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We've sent some interesting snacks from Singapore. You have one, right? And we hope none of these go bad on their way to your hands.
We have durian. This is the fruit that smells like a dead body. Apparently they can freeze dry it and put it in
Ooh,
a package. We're gonna eat that later.
We will eat that in Good Mythical More, but now let's reveal this diorama they made.
Diorama.
We'd also like to use this opportunity to share with you that we identify strongly with the term mythical beast because guess what?
What?
Our national icon is indeed a mythical beast itself.
I don't believe that, except maybe I should because you just told me.
The merlion is a mythical creature with the head of a lion and the body of a fish, and it is regarded as the icon of Singapore. And Zen says on the back here, it's an illustration I did of Link as our national mascot, the merlion, performing the spit take on Rhett yet again. We did that YouTube Comedy Week.
We did, I remember.
I spit milk in your face.
Yeah, and it was not pleasant.
I absolutely love what you guys are doing, and I hope you like this extra little something from me. We do like it. And I love the fact that the sun up here has my sunglasses on.
And I believe that this is the expression that I would be making if you spit on me. But I would be, if you turn into a merlion, I would celebrate that. I gotta say, if
I
there
look
was
that
some way
cool,
for you
I
to
would
be
celebrate it.
half lion, half mermaid, half Link, or maybe a third each.
Well, could I be merman? Because the bottom half, it matters for me
No.
to be male.
Mermaids are unisex. You ever look down there? It's the same, it's just scales.
That's true. What? But snakes have scales. I'm calling you on this
Fish
one.
scales, man.
But there's also like reproductive parts,
Well,
like a
the upper
snake.
half though, yeah. I forgot about the upper half.
Like you think snakes are unisex?
Nope, but mermaids are.
They're not.
We'll keep discussing this at Good Mythical More. Thanks for liking and commenting on this episode.
You know what time it is.
I'm Jaden.
And I'm Josh.
And we're from Shelby, Ohio. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Thank you to our Singaporean mythical beast for the diorama. You get a GMM poster available for everyone at RhettandLink.com/store.
Also, this weekend we're launching exclusively on our Facebook page a photo contest called Back to School. That's right, misspelled on purpose. You can win actual props from past videos, including that I'm on Vacation T-shirt. Look out for that on our Facebook page this weekend.
Link gives Rhett an imaginary pet.
Rhett,
Yeah.
today is the day, brother.
Today for what?
Close your eyes. Hold out your hands.
You're not gonna give me a wet willy.
Nope, not again. Not this
You're not
time.
gonna give me a whoa twister.
Nope, not this time. Close your eyes. Hold out your hands like you're catching rain.
So excited.
Hold them a little higher.
Okay.
Hold them out a little bit further. Nope, in a little bit further.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And open the eyes.
Walter!
All right, I'll give it a first sniff, but not a first taste. It's not corpse. Well, it is kind of corpse-ish. It's the kind of rotten flesh, but it's not bad rotten flesh. It's good rotten flesh.